Tonight, former President Donald Trump is scheduled to deliver the closing speech at the annual Conservative Political Action Conference called CPAC, which is being held in Maryland, not far from Washington, D.C. The annual gathering is a launching point for Republican leaders. While Trump has already announced his third bid for the White House, this year's conference is being seen as a crossroads for the Republican Party. CBS News chief election and campaign correspondent Robert Costa has more.
Thank you very much, and it's great to be back where it all started with the great patriots of CPAC. Thank you very much.
A year ago, former President Donald Trump took the stage at CPAC, the annual Conservative Political Action Conference, and teased another presidential run.
We did it twice, and we'll do it again. We're going to be doing it again.
Now, a year later, he will return to the CPAC stage on Saturday night, this time as an official presidential contender.
I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
But tonight's closing speech won't be a typical check-the-box moment for Trump with his party's base.
We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob here in Florida. This is where woke goes to die.
Just days after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis launched a book tour where he has touted his record in Florida, many Republican voters and elected officials are increasingly keeping their options open as the 2024 presidential race begins to develop.
Let's see, there it is, Trump at 71, Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%.
Trump has taken shots at DeSantis in recent months, and tonight's speech could be revealing in what he says or perhaps doesn't say about DeSantis, who is widely seen by party strategists and donors as a top rival.
Wouldn't you like to know?
DeSantis has so far been coy about whether he will run, but others haven't been, including the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, who declared her bid last month.
I don't put up with bullies, and when you kick back, it hurts them more if you're wearing heels.
Haley, a former South Carolina governor, spoke at CPAC on Friday afternoon as she continues to try to carve out her own space in the Republican Party.
America is not past our prime. It's just that our politicians are past theirs.
While Haley and Trump are on the CPAC agenda, others are staying away from the conference, including DeSantis and former Vice President Mike Pence, another possible presidential contender. The move by some prominent Republicans to stay away from CPAC comes as the conference's leadership faces legal issues, questions over its relevance, plus scrutiny of the confab's friendly ties with Trump and with far-right Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. And it has been sharply criticized by Democrats. But many Trump-aligned Republicans keep showing up, rallying conservative voters on Thursday and on Friday. And despite the appearances by his competitors, CPAC remains a political homecoming of sorts for Trump, where amid ongoing investigations of his conduct and of the Capitol attack and of his handling of classified materials, he'll get cheers. And many Republicans say running against him and beating him will be tough in the months ahead.
It's a tricky balancing act. As I learned in my campaign, it's not an easy thing to pull off or to do. I mean, running for president's hard. Running against Donald Trump is really hard.
Former President Trump's stop at CPAC comes as he and a number of Republicans are ramping up their political travel. Both Trump and Governor DeSantis are scheduled to visit Iowa, home to the presidential caucuses, later this month. And so will former Ambassador Haley, among others, as this early pre-primary race for dollars and for buzz carries on. For CBS Saturday Morning, Robert Costa, Washington.